Yeah.
saying? And I've been hearing the same rhetoric for over 30 years. And guess what? I ask them respectfully. So I guess your children gonna have to come and do what me and you was supposed to do.
Right.
Now I'm saying that I said that to people. I'm with their grandchildren now. You know what I'm saying? Or great
Yeah.
grandchildren. And they all still, a lot of them still, I don't pray, I don't fast. So you only, what, I mean, how are you really connected to Islam and Allah? Because this is the core of Allah. Communicating with Allah, we all must do. I don't care if you standing on your head, prostrating. You got to see Allah. You got to communicate with Allah night and day.
Yeah. And
They're
see,
not doing that. So if you're not doing
absolutely,
that,
Islam.
you're not who you think you are, respectfully. If you're not fasting and you're not evaluating yourself, looking at yourself, there's not much you can tell me. The internet is misguiding a lot of people. Brothers throwing up articles and thinking they know something. Those articles be having, look, brothers, sisters, a lot of those articles are against Noble Drew Ali. They're against us being free. Him being a circus clown and all this stuff, man, that's rhetoric.
Yeah.
Even if he did have that job as a child coming up, working for the circus or working in the circus, that's probably how he got out of the States and you can't find a record of it, is what I say. But I always
But
tell them, uh-huh,
and I was just gonna speak on that because when I first came into that science, I heard it from a brother named Lex Vortex, and he was actually coming against the name of the prophet. He was all like, "Oh man, he was with a bunch of gypsies and magicians and quote unquote, quote unquote." But and see, this is really one of the biggest problems of the internet. We don't come to Islam with an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? Within Sufism, I understand that there is a concept called unlearning. And this is one thing that most brothers skip. They come with Western perceptions to the Eastern Orientalized idea of Islam. Now, when I first heard that, I denied it. I was all like, no, no, man, you got the prophet all wrong. He wasn't with gypsies. He wasn't with magicians. He was in the adept chambers. He was all up under the pyramids doing all this extra, not really understanding that him being with gypsies didn't speak on his character. You know what I'm saying? In fact, that was, if anything, he's always told you that he came from a Kemetic philosophy. That's why the Quran in Circle 7 talks about the Kemetic teachers. You know what I'm saying? Because not all scriptures do that. And not all individuals do that. Because you got Kemetic names like Kadar. Kadar is an Egyptian priest. He's mentioned in the Quran. You know what I'm saying? He's mentioned in the Bible several times, but they actually changed his name. You know what I mean? So the thing about it is the gypsy is a corrupted English word for Egyptians. So him being with a group of traveling Egyptians really gives more credence to what he brought us than anything else. But we
I
come with
agree.
those
I
presumptions.
agree.
You know what I mean?
And
We
that's why
come
we
with
can't
the
find records of him traveling outside the States because remember, his parents were gone. He was raised by his auntie. His auntie supposedly threw him in a burning furnace. From
yeah.
there, he came out the furnace. He said Angel Gabriel was in the furnace with him and told him, wherever you go, I go. From there, he made his way. I mean, think he was a little boy. And we know before he was a divine prophet, he was what? He was a Professor Drew. He was a divine healer, Egyptian adept. He was three different things before he was divine prophet Noble Drew Ali. So I say all of it.
I mean, me personally, um, a lot of those records I really have to do a lot more verifying on. I don't really accept at this particular point the Professor Drew because I know that's how they try to tie him to Thomas Drew. And I see when a lot of people coming into the Moore Science Temple, they get this information and really it is overwhelming. You know what I mean? But it's meant to be. It's
Mm-hmm.
meant to, so we don't